This is WFYI News Now. It's Thursday, February 26th, and I'm Sarah Neal Estes. Here are today's Central Indiana and statewide stories. A broad immigration enforcement bill is on its way to the governor. The Fairness Act includes provisions that require schools, hospitals, local governments, police, and sheriff's offices to comply with federal immigration enforcement. It also requires businesses to verify the legal status of their employees. Republican Senator Jean Leising was one of two Republicans to vote against the bill. She says the 5-day penalty shutdown for businesses found employing someone without legal status would critically harm the agriculture industry.
Now, all of you guys, even the ones from the city, understand you can't ignore the cows for 5 days. They're going to have to be milked. They're going to have to be fed.
Governor Mike Braun has signaled his support for the legislation. It further aligns the state with the Trump administration's immigration enforcement agenda. Many state lawmakers are sounding the alarm over utility costs and asking state regulators for a transparent investigation. Zach Castle reports.
The Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission responded to lawmakers' concerns and will launch a, quote, investigative inquiry into energy affordability. Andy Zay leads the commission. He says part of the commission's job is to balance the cost to customers and the success of utility companies.
That balance feels dramatically out of whack right now for many, many Hoosiers.
The commission will hold a public hearing in March with 5 investor-owned utility companies. They include AES, CenterPoint Energy, Duke Energy, Indiana-Michigan Power Company, and NIPSCO, or Northern Indiana Public Service Company. I'm Zach Castle in Indianapolis.
As the Trump administration ramps up federal immigration enforcement, the New York Times reports the Department of Homeland Security is buying warehouses to expand detention capacity, including one in Indianapolis. Farrah Anderson has more.
According to internal Department of Homeland Security documents obtained by the New York Times, there are proposed plans to open a detention facility in Indianapolis that could house up to 8,500 people. The Indianapolis Star reported that Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett has not received any confirmation on these plans from DHS. Governor Mike Braun's office and Immigration and Customs Enforcement did not respond to a request for comment from WFYI. Andre Carson, the U.S. representative for most of the city, condemned the plan on X, writing, quote, "Here's my message to ICE. You're not welcome." I'm Farrah Anderson in Indianapolis.
A bill to tighten eligibility for the state's Medicaid and Supplemental Nutrition Assistance programs passed through the State House. Ben Thorpe reports Republicans made the bill a priority.
Republicans say the bill brings Indiana in line with new federal welfare work requirements and eligibility checks, while also inserting checks on immigration status. Democrat Shelley Yoder says the measure is more punitive than federal changes and will kick eligible Hoosiers from programs.
We can align with federal law without trying to outflank it at the expense of our own people.
Bill author Chris Garton says making the program strict will protect those who need it the most.
We brought this bill to make sure that every single dollar goes to a Hoosier who is poor and or disabled.
The bill now heads to the governor. I'm Ben Thorpe at the State House.
And a new professional football team is coming to Indiana. Samantha Horton reports.
No, it's not the Chicago Bears or a soccer team. The Indianapolis Capitols will be the 4th and final team in the Northern Division of the Continental Football League, a professional American football minor league. The association is attempting a comeback after disbanding nearly 6 decades ago. It replaces a similar developmental football association, the Spring League, which ran from 2017 to 2021. The Capitals are one of 8 teams set to compete in the league's inaugural season this year. I'm Samantha Horton in Indianapolis.
That's all for this episode of WFYI News Now. Today's podcast is produced by Drew Dodlin, with support from the news team at WFYI and public media journalists across the state. Kendall Antron produced our music. And if you liked today's episode, remember to subscribe and share. And follow WFYI on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube to get the latest updates from our newsroom anytime. Thank you for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.